Back here in Joliet, Illinois at the Autobahn Country Club Racecourse with Elliott Forbes Robinson. I'm Rick Benjamin. On pit road for us is Derek Bernisiglia. Let's go back to Derek.
Yeah, Rick was over in the MER pit, was talking with Jason Sanny, who is one of the driver coaches, and Shannon McMasters, who actually owns the team. Asked them, do they have anything for Todd Lamb right now? And they said, no, right now we're just racing for second place. Zach Ply and Mark Miller were really doing a great job out there running up in the front of the field, but they kind of realized that they don't have much for Todd Lamb this weekend. Todd Lamb has been fast every single time he hits the track. So right now the MER team is trying their best just to keep themselves on a podium at race's end.
Now we'll see how this plays out. 11 minutes to go in the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup event here today at the Autobahn Country Club course. 04 car in trouble on pit road. That's Ben Anderson. Talked about him earlier. I guess he plowed up some of the turf here, Elliott.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he got a mess on the front of that car. I guess that we had a little bit of rain the last couple of days, and he got off there and sprayed that up all over the place. Looks like but nobody's cleaning his windshield.
No.
So maybe he's not going back out.
Needs to find a different service station.
Yes,
maybe
sir.
a new garage might be in order there. So Ben Anderson, his series debut will come up short of the checkered flag here today. There you see that lap sign, the building. These buildings around the racetrack, really interesting concept. I call them condominiums. They're garages with office space. Groups of folks own them. They bring their cars here to Autobahn. They leave them here. They can bring them out for track days. But the laps guys, very kind to us. Sean and the boys providing us with some power for one of our cameras out there, and I think maybe lunch for one of our camera guys as well. So we appreciate the laps in, guys. For third, Mark Miller, Justin Piscatell, nose to tail up the backstretch here. Justin Piscatell, a first-year driver, Elliott. Can he use the draft, maybe snap around Miller and take third back?
Well, it's tough, and through this corner here, it's a little hard because you actually don't slow the car down much, so it's hard. But this is where Piscatell got him earlier, but it looks like he's a little bit too far back coming down to 16 now, because even though it's a corner where he has passed before, he better be right on him because Mark is still good on the brakes.
There is Todd Lamb, your leader, in the 84. Zach Ply continues to run second in that white number 27 with the gray and green trim. Miller in the Mazda owner's car running in third, and then Piscatell, the DAMG Motorsports entry, in fourth. Fifth continues to belong to Nick Mancuso, doing a nice job here in front of the home fans, the Lake Forest Sports Cars team and family operation. Nick is going to do double duty today. Tries to hold off Harrah Malkasian. He's going to drive in World Challenge GT a little bit later on in that Aston Martin that is one of the family-owned race cars. So Nick is going to see a lot of seat time, has already here this weekend, quite quick and starting to really be impressive, I think, in Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup action. This is the fight for third. Miller in that 28 car, still holding off Piscatell out of turn one. This is the run down to turn two.
Yeah, it is, and this corner here is a corner that is important a little bit because you're heading down the hill and you've got to go fast, but these corners are very interesting because there's quite a few of them here, turn one and turn two, where you actually dive down into the corner. In the middle of the corner, you run way high and then pull it back down at the exit to get the run off the corner. So you see they run out to the outside and then back down into the corner to get a run for the next corner coming down here, three. But it's just kind of strange because normally you get to a corner, run around the inside and drive off, and that's not the way these corners are here, a lot of them.
Watching the battle for fifth place, Nick Mancuso in the red machine. Young driver from Lake Forest, Illinois. Harrah Malkasian right behind him. He's the team principal at Alara Racing. They field all the yellow cars. Justin Piscatell driving one of the Alara entries up a couple of spots further. Harrah Malkasian back there in sixth right now in that 11. As we take a look a little further back in the field, one of the Traxxas cars. A couple of cars scrambling for position back there. We took a look at one of the cars, Stan Wilson's car, losing that back bumper cap earlier, the 92. This is back around 12th, 13th, and 14th. Take a look at what happened a moment ago.
It looks like he's off in the dirt there and got back on, but came on pretty strong. Got right into Kent. Kent goes over into Mike Jenkins, and everybody's looking for a place to be.
That's Pat Womack in the white number 20, another driver making his first appearance with the Playboy MX-5 Cup this season. And the 55 car just off a moment ago, Susan Crone out of Texas, raced with us last year occasionally. I believe this is her second start of the season in the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup today. Take a look at what happened. She got crossed up like she had a tank slapper going there, Elliott.
Boy, it does, because it was coming out of the other corner going left, and first thing we saw was the other side of the car. If she was spinning, we would have seen it the other way. So I think you're right, Rick. That looked like a tank slapper to me, and she had a little trouble getting it going, restarted it, and headed down the road.
Todd Lamb with 7 minutes to go. Time for maybe 2 more laps after this one. Derek, looks like Todd Lamb can start counting his check here in a couple of minutes, right?
Well, you're absolutely right. And as a matter of fact, they are feeling a little bit of redemption. At the last race, the SCCA took the engine out of Todd Lamb's car. There were a couple of teams that were accusing him of, dare I say, cheating. So SCCA took the engine, they took it back to their headquarters. They were going to break it down, put it on the dynamometer to make sure that everything checks out. They put a brand new engine in that is all completely specs, right to what ASA wants, and he's still running up front, which shows you that hard work and your homework will get you to the lead.
You know, I always thought that when they take an engine from you, it's a good thing, because if everybody's complaining about you going fast and you never get anything taken and checked, everybody continues to do that. But if they take it and check it and find out legal, it clears you. And
sure.
I think it's a good deal for Lamb to have it taken, actual fact.
Yeah, and the fact that he's just waxing everybody here again today, you know, makes you realize he's just probably car setup and driving talent.
Yeah, they found something else. If it's another engine and it's going just as fast, then they've found something in the car that they're doing right, and it's making it work. I don't know what that is, and I bet everybody else would like to know.
Exactly. Todd Lamb doing a phenomenal job in the AMG machine, the 84 car. 5 minutes, 45 seconds to go in this timed event. We'll be right back with more here at Autobahn.